up, guys? RMP Connect here again. This is just a quick video, just to show. Unfortunately, I'm missing the case. The case will not come in for a couple more days. Probably Wednesday. I think it's said Wednesday. So what I did was I just built myself a little, test bench, a piece of plywood, and some 2x4s I chopped up, and just to put it up on the desk and get it set up. As you can see, it's just a mess of stuff everywhere because there's not a lot of room to play with. But I do have it up and running, and I've been playing, playing games on it and testing it out. All right, so here is the Western Digital 750 gig sitting on top of the Asus 24-speed DVD burner. And then this here is the EVGA ECP front bay card. It mounts to a 5 1/4 bay drive, and it plugs into the motherboard with two different cables. One of the cables is this here. It's a small 8-pin, and what that does is it plugs in. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on, let me shine a light here. It plugs in. Plugs in right there. Those jumpers. Those are the PCI Express slot jumpers to shut them on and off, and that cable plugs in there, plugs into the back of the ECP front bay card, and on the front of it, it has it's got, on the bottom there, it's got 4 switches. Say JPE 4, 3, 2, 1, yada yada, whatever, and that shuts off the PCI Express slots. And the top 3 buttons give you voltage increase and your QPI voltage increase by 0.1 for each thing. So on top of the CPU is the Corsair H100 cooler, and it's got the button to fan speed low, medium, high. So that's kind of a cool feature. And then I got the dual radiator, just kind of set up here. Right now, as of right now, I only have 2 fans on it, just blowing across, just to keep it cool for now. Once when I get it in the case, I'll put a push-pull config with 4 fans. Okay, so now we're over here, and here we go. We got 2 GTX 580s from EVGA. These are not the superclocked editions. These are the regular. They come stock at 772 on the core, but I just overclocked them to 797 to give them the superclocked edition. So I saved myself some money and stuff like that just by changing overclock. It's pointless to get the superclocked editions. On the side of the motherboard here, you got the reset power and clear CMOS button, and over here you have FireWire, USB 2.0, 2.0, and a USB 3.0 motherboard connector for the case. So yeah. Oh, and then I still have my Sound Blaster Fatality sound card. So that's stuck in between, and I have them separated 2 PCI Express slots away to maximize the airflow for the cards. And as of right now, and I know it's outside the case and stuff like that, but when I'm playing games, Battlefield 3, anything, the cards top out at about 68. Well, the GPU one tops at about 68. The other one sits at like 63. So it's really good. Even inside the case, I mean, it's not going to jump up that much higher. The case I'm getting, I'm going to, I'll do an unboxing, and I'll kind of go over the case and stuff like that when that comes in. So yeah, I'm still running the same setup. I still got the 3 23-inch monitors and an NVIDIA surround. I'm still using the Logitech G110 keyboard, the Myonix mouse, and the mouse pad. Got out of focus. There we go. Oh, okay. So before I end this, I just want to go over a couple of things and a couple of warnings for anyone that's looking to get the EVGA for the Win boards. This goes for the P67 and the Z68 boards. It doesn't matter which model you get. There's a few things that I found wrong with it. one of the biggest things is if you do NVIDIA Surround, you can run it and you can run a benchmark or a game in one monitor, but what happens is when you run it in one monitor, you drop about 20 to 40 FPS depending on the game. And the reason being, for whatever reason, this motherboard requires you to physically unplug the cables. So this top one here is my right monitor, the bottom one is my middle monitor, and then the left monitor is plugged into the second GPU. I have to physically unplug those cables and only leave the middle monitor plugged in if I want to get the max FPS. And I don't know why they do it. It's extremely stupid. 3D Mark 11 and some other benchmarks, I can't run them on a single monitor. I have to shut off the NVIDIA Surround, unplug the monitors, and then I can run it, and it runs fine. So that's one thing that I found extremely stupid and very frustrating. Especially if some games do not support NVIDIA Surround and things like that. So if I want to get full usage out of my cards, I got to unplug everything. And I've looked it up, and everybody's having these problems with the Z68, P67, doesn't matter. The other thing is, when it comes to overclocking, in the BIOS you have a internal PLL over voltage, and if you enable that, what it does is it helps stabilize your overclock if you're doing anything over 4 gigahertz. And what happens when you have that enabled is, if after you shut off the computer for the night and you go to turn it on the next morning, what happens is you get into like this weird restart, and you lose signal across your 3 screens. It doesn't boot right away. It goes into like a 2 or 3 reboots, things like that. So that when I look that up, EVGA has that same exact problem where you have to shut off that PLL over voltage in order to stop the cold boot issue. Another stupid thing. I don't know why they've done that. So if you're looking to overclock these boards with these processors to like 5, anything over 4.5, I found you have to have that enabled, because I lose complete stability. Maybe this varies from chip to chip or whatnot, but on mine I couldn't go over 4.5, and then I lose stability completely when I have that off. So you got to compromise. Do you want that on and have to deal with the cold boot issue every time you turn on your computer, or do you want to overclock to 5 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz plus, and you know what I mean? So it's that's up to you. What was the other thing? I think there was something else. I can't remember now. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, that is just a quick video here, just to show. I made a little stand here. I got the mic because I don't use a headset, because I got 3 other kids and stuff like that. So it's trying to have a headset on and try to hear them, and it's too much. So I use just use a regular microphone. I got my speakers mounted up top there, and then the surround one is here. The center channel is right there underneath, and then the other one is tucked behind there because the motherboard's taking up the space right now. So I think I covered everything on that. Stay tuned, I guess, for some benchmarks. Power GPU has 2 580s as well, but he has the 1.5 gig versions. So we've been kind of benchmarking back and forth. I haven't made any videos on it yet. The only thing though is I can't see a difference between. I can't find a difference between using the 3 gigs and the 1.5 on NVIDIA Surround, only because Power GPU does not have 3 screens. He's only running it on 1, so I'm trying to bench back and forth. On one monitor, having the 3 gigs is pointless. It doesn't make any difference. We get the same exact FPS, the same everything on every game. So if you're looking at 3 gigs and the 3 gig models and you want to run one monitor, it's perfectly fine, but you could save yourself some money if you're never going to do the 3 screens and go with the 1.5 gigs. Across 3 screens, I think there is a pretty good difference, because some of the games I've been running, for instance, Crisis 2, across all 3 screens, I saw as high as what the heck was it? It was using 2,500 megs of RAM across 3 screens, and Battlefield 3 was using like 15 or 1,600. So it's you know, it comes in handy when you need it. So like I said, be ready for some videos, and next video up should be the case, which should be in a couple of days. So alright guys, that's about it. If you have any questions, you know, send me a comment, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. So alright, I will see you in the next one.